So I've been using the MacBook Neo now for a week. Actually, it's been over a week, and I've done various things with it: gaming, editing, general browsing and note-taking, etc. And here are my 100% honest thoughts. Now, if I had to describe the MacBook Neo in one sentence, it would probably be, you're going to be surprised with what it can do, but you won't be surprised with what it can't do, if that makes sense. And as we've gotten more affordable iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, AirPods, and the MacBook was kind of the missing link. Now, what this now allows is for people to get into or start building their own Apple ecosystem for a lot less money than it's ever been, while enjoying the beauties of macOS. So an iPhone 17 Pro Max 2TB is around 2,000, whether it be pounds, euros, dollars. I think it should be the same in all currencies. But if you grab yourself MacBook Neo, AirPods Pro, Apple Watch SE, iPhone 17e and basic iPad, it should equal around 1,900. So 100 less than buying a 2TB iPhone 17 Pro Max. That's good value for money in my eyes. Now, when it comes to my own experience over using the MacBook Neo over the past week, what I'll say is, it doesn't need to be too complicated. Day-to-day activities on the MacBook Neo, browsing the web, writing notes, watching content, studying, making PowerPoints, you're going to be fine. As long as you're not trying to edit large 4K log projects with multiple different graphical elements and plugins, it's going to do great. And also when it comes to the battery life is nothing extreme, still amazing, but what I would say is you're likely to get probably around 5 to 8 hours, maybe more, on a single charge. Now that's going to highly depend on what you're actually doing with it. And when it comes to gaming, it can handle gaming kind of. You might have seen online it plays some AAA games, but what I've done is Apple Arcade and Minecraft. So just know when it comes to gaming tasks, it could use a lot of power. It will eventually heat up and potentially throttle the performance as it doesn't have a fan. But that's just expected. Even with something like the MacBook Air, which is a far more powerful device, it also suffers them issues. And then when it comes to the pros and cons of the MacBook Neo, some of the cons I've actually addressed in some extra videos that I've made, and I've actually found solutions. So first one being, you've got them two ports on the side of the MacBook Neo, the USB-C 2 and the USB-C 3, and that's kind of all you get. So if you're charging your MacBook Neo, you only have one port left to connect anything you really want to connect to that, which can be an issue. Which is exactly why I recommended this product in the previous video, and it got very popular. So this is a hub by Acasis, and what this does is you can connect your MacBook Neo to this with a USB-C cable. Then you can connect power to this, so it'll put power into your MacBook Neo, charge it at the same time, and leave that second USB-C slot or USB-C port on your MacBook Neo free to connect whatever you want. You also have on it a USB-A 10GB port and a HDMI port, so you can connect an extra monitor. On the other side, you have a USB-C 10GB port and a micro SD card and an SD card slot to transfer data from different devices, which is something that we're missing on the MacBook Neo anyway, so that's a nice addition. And then on top of that, you just take off the lid and you can put in your own NVMe drive and expand the storage of your MacBook Neo. Now I know what you're going to say, SSD storage or NVMe storage now is an all-time high. It's super expensive, and that is true. Doesn't mean you have to buy the storage now. You can wait till it drops down in price and grab it then. There's always some deals going on, or you might even have an NVMe drive from a different kind of machine or product that you had previously as spare that you can put into this and use with your MacBook Neo. All in all, it is a good solution, and I can see why a lot of people found it helpful. So definitely, if you want to grab that, I'll link it in the description box and the comments box below. Now the second con was the external displays. The fact that on the MacBook Neo you can only connect one external display. I kind of addressed this in another video and I found a workaround. So if you connect the USB-C cable to another monitor, yes, you can only connect one extra monitor unless you buy these different display link hubs and docks and stuff, which can cost a lot of money. It kind of beats the purpose unless you have one. But yeah, connecting a cable, you get one external monitor. So technically you have two screens, the one on the MacBook Neo and the external monitor. But then what you can do is, if you've got an old iPad or an old Android tablet, you can actually extend the screen of your MacBook Neo using AirPlay. On the iPad, it's natively, you just have to be connected to the same Apple account. But on the Android tablet, you have to download an app, which I've addressed in that video. I'll link somewhere here. And then technically you have 3 screens for the MacBook Neo, which should be more than enough. The heat aspect is the only one I couldn't actually find a solution to. I've seen people online putting or opening up the bottom, putting in thermal pads to kind of get the heat to transfer to this bottom. That's not something I want to do. I've seen people online water cooling their MacBook Neos. That's also not something I want to do. As long as you're not pushing the machine to the absolute limit and giving it these really resource hungry apps and stuff for a prolonged period of times, you should be fine. But just know if you do that, then it's going to obviously heat up the machine and thermal throttle it. Something I haven't tested is them laptop coolers or thermal pads, but can't imagine them being that effective because they are just blowing air, and the MacBook Neo doesn't actually have any ventilation on the bottom here, maybe up here, but I don't think they're going to do that much when it comes to cooling down the machine. So just bear that in mind. And it's not just the MacBook Neo, even the MacBook Air, which is a more powerful machine, suffers from the same issue. But when we talk about the pros, you get a really good machine with macOS for a great price, and then if you're a student, an even better price. The build quality of the actual machine is not some cheap plastic. You get that cold touch to it, and not only that, but you can open up the display with one finger, which try doing that with a Windows laptop. And honestly, it's such an awesome first Mac for somebody getting started in the Mac ecosystem, and even somebody as a secondary Mac to supplement. Say if you have a machine, an iMac, Mac Studio or Mac Mini that you do most of your work, this is going to be great, because although an iPad is good and iPad OS has significantly improved over the years, it doesn't come anywhere near to Mac OS in my opinion. And in today's economy, it couldn't have come at a better time. I'm super excited what the MacBook Neo is going to do when it comes to opening doors for people, getting people doing stuff they probably wouldn't have been able to do with other machines. In my opinion, if you're getting a MacBook, you can't go wrong with the MacBook Neo. I'm sure if you need the extra power, you're going to know that you need it, and you're going to get one of the other devices like a MacBook Pro. So especially if you're getting it for that student discount, an amazing deal. So let me know, are you getting a MacBook Neo, or do you know somebody that's getting a MacBook Neo? Let me know in the comments box below. And just as a bonus, I've got my wallpaper packs completely for free for those of you watching. So check the link in the description box and the comments box below, and there will be a discount code as well that you can get 100% off all my wallpaper packs to use on your brand new MacBook Neo or any other Mac device. Now, if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button. We're growing the channel slowly but surely. And if you did like the video, hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family who are interested about how the MacBook Neo does over a period of time. And I will catch you on the next one.